Hey, what's going on, Patriots? True American Patriot. Y'all welcome to the channel. Make sure you like and subscribe and comment on this video. But I want to show y'all a little clip of outnumbered Fox News today and what's going on with our administration that we have in office right now. I've been fighting this fight for a long time. I've been with the People's Convoy. We're gonna do a lot of videos here on this page or this channel. Sorry about that, this channel. But y'all stay tuned. Keep up with what's going on. But watch what I got going on here and what they're talking about with the President of the United States of America right now. This is actually a disgrace, ladies and gentlemen. This is absolutely a disgrace.
This one here in North Carolina yesterday are just not helping.
God bless you all.
Somebody please tell me who the hell's hand he was going to shake when he turned around. Who the hell? This guy has no idea where he's even at. I mean, I'm going to continue this video, but this guy is so lost. This is an embarrassment to the United States of America, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know how other to say that. Joe Biden, where you at? You need to put this man back in the basement. He is done. He needs to retire.
Yikes. That wasn't all. There were several other moments, but I have a compilation of moments I put together. Because there was one moment yesterday, a tall tale reminiscent of other ones that the president has told. Let's take a listen.
And if we don't drive an 18-wheeler, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish
yeah. That's
I
awesome.
got to. I've been on a lot of university campuses. Matter of fact, for 4 years, I was a full professor at the University of Pennsylvania. Hey, they got kidding, man. Like yesterday.
This guy right here, ladies and gentlemen, I was a professor at the University of Pennsylvania for 4 years. Now, let me tell y'all something, ladies and gentlemen. Don't be buffaloed by what he says coming out of his mouth, because it ain't nothing but lies. That man ain't never had a job but as a lifeguard between high school and college. That's the only job this man has ever had in his life. Those are utter lies. I used to drive an 18-wheeler. That son of a bitch couldn't even switch from first to second.
First time I got arrested. Anyway.
The ghost. Like, nothing to worry about. And how much must this hurt Kamala Harris's feelings that her approval rating is so low that this guy is literally shaking hands with invisible people and we're still not talking 25th Amendment?
Speaking of which, let's replay that moment from yesterday when he tries to shake hands with its non-existent supporters.
God bless you all.
Julie, what a metaphor for the presidency.
I feel.
Y'all tell me, was that man walking around lost or what? I laugh and we joke about it, but this ain't funny, ladies and gentlemen. It really is not funny, one iota. This man should not be the commander-in-chief of the United States of America. And he's done a lot of bad things in his 18 months, or I don't even think it's been 18 months yet. Year and a half, whatever you want to call it. He just, what a disgrace to the United States of America. I ask myself on a daily basis, I talk to God 2 times a day. Once in the morning when I wake up and once at night before I go to bed. That's between me and the Lord. I'm a Christian. I'm a diehard Christian. I'm a diehard veteran. And I ask myself every day, Joe Biden, what about the 13 people, men and women, that served in the military in Afghanistan that lost their lives? How about them golden families and whatnot? You know, not one mention of that in the last year. All he wants to talk about is this, that. It is insane, ladies and gentlemen. This guy, it is time to put this guy in a box, ship him up, and send him to the house.
So bad. I mean, he's an elderly man, so I sympathize for him. It's just the problem is he happens to be the president of the United States. Because normally if that was my father, I would say, okay, I would take his driver's license away. I mean, in all honesty, but it's not a driver's license. He has a driver's license to drive this country into a ditch. I mean, that's the unfortunate part. He's not only trying to shake a ghost, he's also looking at the flag as if it's a person, which I mean, I salute the flag too, but I don't talk to it. Which at one point during his speech earlier, when he was talking about his deceased father, he turned to the flag and started talking to the flag. I don't know if he mistook the flag for his father. I really wasn't sure what was going on there. I feel sorry for him though, but I also feel more sorry for us as a country because I'm a little scared. I mean, who's making the decisions?
That is another key question. Perfect segue. He told us that he's ready to go to Ukraine yesterday, but Jen Psaki says not so much. Listen.
Will you send senior officials to Ukraine?
Well, we're making that decision now. Thank you.
Who would you send?
What was the reason? You ready to go? Yeah.
Is sending the president to Ukraine something that you guys have like talked about? I know there's no plan. Like, is it something that you guys are discussing?
No.
Okay.
No.
So he's ready. He's just not like.
He is ready. He's ready for anything. The man likes a fast car, some aviators. He's ready to go to Ukraine. It's true. He does. We are not sending the president to Ukraine.
Who is this we, Emily, making all the decisions?
I mean,
Yeah, that's a good point, Jen Psaki. That's about the most sensible thing I heard out of this woman's mouth. Who is we? We are not letting him go to Ukraine. Who's actually running this country, ladies and gentlemen? Well, you know, really, if you seriously think about that's why I started this channel, to fight for our freedoms. I've been with the People's Convoy. I'm going to do a lot of those videos from up there and different people that spoke and done their things. And there's a lot of them a lot better and more educated than I am on a lot of this stuff. But, you know, you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out that Joe Biden is in mental decline. I can't not believe that we have not put this guy in a box and sent him home yet.
I mean, so here we have the White House press secretary that has reduced the commander-in-chief to a caricature, right? That's what she did right there, which is fine if we were in a novel or a sitcom, but we're in the actual United States. And when I see him, and I agree with you, there's such a level of empathy and compassion people have, especially made all the worse by the presidential music, because it's just so heartbreaking, frankly. But this to me reminds me of when someone is sentenced, for example, for a crime they committed like 3 decades prior, and everyone feels really sorry for them. But it doesn't dilute the severity of the crime, because no matter what kind of empathy you feel for this feeble old man, and he sees dead people, and he stumbles and fumbles, he's like Catch Me If You Can, but not as hot as Leo DiCaprio with all of his positions that he held. The reality is he is the leader of the free world. The reality is that millions of people are dying under oppressive regimes and invasions from Putin in Ukraine, and we are standing by doing nothing while the White House bats cleanup for this elderly person that frankly has left a mess in his wake. 13 service members died in Afghanistan. Inflation is at a skyrocketing historical high. Gas prices are high. The value of the dollar is low. Americans are feeling it in their pocket every day. So when I look at that old man on the screen, I feel compassion for one instant. And then I feel regret and I feel shame. And I wish to God there was another person in that seat.
Yeah, and the reality is even CNN knows it's bad. Watch this. How low can you go?
You know, that's what I said, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, I feel bad for the guy, too. God, I can't remember her name either. Plays on Fox News all the time. She's one of the co-hosts or whatnot on Outnumbered every day. She really a good lady. Compagno, however you say her name. But anyway, how long is this going to go on before we put this guy and say, hey, Joe, come here, Joe. Come here. We love you. Sit the hell down. You were in bed. The Democrats are using this guy so bad. And this is a disgrace to America. I mean, this is the lowest stoop. I mean, even for somebody that's, crawled out from under a rock last week, it is a total disgrace what we're dealing with in America right now. This guy should not be the leader of anything. I mean, he should not even be serving hamburgers at whatever damn burger joint you got in your state. I mean, the guy is really, and I don't dislike him. I don't hate him. I hate to talk bad about the guy, but he is so lost. It's not even funny. He should not be the Commander-in-Chief of the United States of America. Period.
The lowest or tied for the low for the pollster. Lowest tier. Lowest tier. This is 1 point off the lowest. Lowest tier. And when you have 3 or 4 pollsters showing the lowest numbers for the President of the United States, that is indicative of a president who's in a lot of trouble, at least to where he has standed historically. There was always that thing, Donald Trump has the lowest approval rating at this point in his presidency. A first-term president at this point in his presidency, this is the lowest. This is a really, really, really bad number.
I don't know how many times he said low, Dagan, but it was a lot.
It took 3 reallys. It
Really?
wasn't just bad. It was really, really, really bad. I have to at least raise this issue.
Hey, I love this Dagan lady. She's really good too, but I had to say something about that. Lowest. Like they said, how many lows were in that conversation? And these people are professionals every day on national TV and whatnot. But how many lows can you get, Joe Biden, before Jill Biden stands up and says, you know what, Joe? Enough is enough. We are embarrassing ourselves so bad that it's time to just go home, man. It is time to retire and go to the house. Let's go to Delaware. Let's go to the beach. Let's go wherever. I mean, it's over, brother. You want to be the leader of the free world, and I understand that. You worked your butt off all your life to get there. But, by the time you got there, you're just not coherent, man. It really. Fold up the flags, call it a day, and send it over to somebody else.
Is Joe Biden putting this on a little bit?
No.
Is he playing into the notion that, I'm fumbling, wouldn't this White House rather us talk about him trying to shake hands with the ghost, throwing out the word genocide, talking about driving an 18-wheeler, or I'm going to Ukraine, rather than talking about the fact that working men and women are struggling to make ends meet, that their purchasing power is in decline because of inflation. They've spent more than $1 trillion in their savings. Their wages are falling almost 3% when you adjust for that inflation. And now that the Federal Reserve is having to try and put out this wildfire created by the central bank and the Biden administration, that you're going to have interest rates go up. Buying a home is going to cost you today versus a year ago an extra $500 in a mortgage payment because longer-term interest rates have already skyrocketed. We're headed for a recession. I called it at the end of last year on the Fives New Year's special, that's where we're going. So what's he going to be doing when the U.S. is in a recession at the end of the year? They're going to be like pratfalls and him rolling down flights of stairs and jumping up. But to avoid the American people and people who wear microphones from talking about the disaster that this administration has created.
But the only reason because I think it's a funny strategy, but the only reason I don't think it's real is because all of their other strategy is so bad. They couldn't think of anything this clever. You know what I mean? So all I'm saying is, I think, and we're all agreeing, is let's never order a president through the mail again.
Or from a basement. Like through the mail from the basement.
Through the mail. Can we all do this the old...
Not almighty, ladies and gentlemen. Really, you think about all that. Like I said, God bless Dagan and God bless Kayleigh McEnany and everybody on there. The only one I didn't see today was Harris Faulkner. She's a good one too. She really speaks her mind as well. But anyway, you think about those people for a minute, and they do this on a daily basis, and they're seeing a lot more than we are because they're getting information that we don't even receive. And that's why I do what I do on a daily basis. I love America. I love this country, and I sure enough love the Constitution of the United States of America. I want to say this once again. My name's Felton Batten. I'm a patriot, a diehard patriot. I am a United States Army veteran, 7 years in the Army, and I love this country, and I love our Constitution. And I took that oath to defend the Constitution from both foreign and domestic enemies. There was no a date to end that. I took that oath, and I still live by that oath. And Joe Biden took the same oath, and he wants to get up there and violate our Constitution. The reason I started this channel was to get back to Georgia from the People's Convoy up there in Hagerstown, Maryland. I'm going to show a lot of those videos. But to get back here, set up some meetings with our governor right now, Brian Kemp, Buddy Carter. I've had a lot of conversation with Stephen Meeks. He's one of our local reps here. And there's some other people I've talked to, but, we need our Constitution put back in place, ladies and gentlemen. All the stuff that's going on in this world, and this is one of the biggest things that hit home to me, is we live in Southeast Georgia. We're not seeing none of this, and we're not living through any of this stuff. Let me tell y'all something. Out of all the people I've met here in local Blackshear, Georgia, little rural Blackshear, Georgia, in the last month or two, about 90% of them have moved here recently from other states. People are fleeing these states, man. They're coming to Southeast Georgia. So this is here, ladies and gentlemen. This is upon Southeast Georgia. Whether we like it or not, it is here. It is upon us. So wake up, America. I said that this morning. I did a video this morning, the introduction to the channel. God bless America. And it's not just about America. I mean, the whole world, the whole country. I'm from Southeast Georgia. I'm just I don't know what you want to call me. I don't care what you call me, really, be honest with you. I don't care. I've worked my whole life in construction. I worked as a welder fabricator. I worked for the railroad. I've been a welding inspector. I've done all that stuff. It is what it is. I don't care about that stuff. I'm an American patriot, and I believe in our Constitution. And our Constitution needs to be put back in place. And all people in office, elected officials, local, state, and federal, need to be held accountable for their actions. If you don't want to put our Constitution back in place, the only Emergencies Act is what I just showed you a while ago. We have an emergency in America, and that is the president. That is the administration that we have in office right now, ladies and gentlemen. It is time. If y'all want to do an Emergencies Act up there in Washington, rather which side of the aisle you're on, Republican or Democrat, it doesn't matter. That's got to stop. That right there, turning around, trying to shake somebody's hand that ain't even standing there, and then walk around like you're lost. That is not a leader of the free world. That is not a leader of the superpower. We are losing our ground in the world, ladies and gentlemen. We are losing our ground in the world. Hey, listen, I can go on forever about this stuff. God bless America. God bless y'all. All you freedom fighters out there, make sure you like and subscribe to this channel. Make sure you you follow what I'm doing. There's going to be a lot of updates coming, different videos. God bless America. Keep up the good fight, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, gentlemen and ladies, however you want to say it. There's a lot of people out there that are good leaders. Anyway, I love y'all. God bless America. And like I say this on Facebook all the time, I've been doing this for a couple of years. I will catch y'all on the next go around.